The truth is, most of us, you included, all know two people who are together that should not be together. Every time that they're together, there's always a fight or an argument, and everybody else around them is always making the same face, which is, why the hell are y'all still in a relationship? Everybody else can see that these two people are the absolute worst two energies that come together, and yet those two people refuse to acknowledge it or don't care to acknowledge it. You've got two people in your head right now that you're thinking of, that as I speak these words, you're like, yep, damn it, fucking Carl and Tanya, Demisha and Quan. The honest truth is, one or both individuals are getting some kind of physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual satisfaction out of this toxic relationship, and they don't want to let it go. It could be a lot of reasons, thousands of reasons. It could be a massaging of the ego that somebody just can't get enough of. It could be a jack off of lust. Every time I'm around this person, I just feel horny and I want to fight him at the same damn time. It could simply be that there's a power dynamicism. I enjoy the influence I have over this other person. Or it could be two individuals who recognize I can get something out of you in the long run if I stick it out, and this other person goes, I know you're trying to get something out of me in the long run, but I'm going to enjoy squeezing the soul out of you as you reach for that thing that you really want. Terribly, mutually destructive for both people, and yet when you're consumed with this thing that you feel you can't get anywhere else, you stay in it. And this is what I want to say to everybody who recognizes this couple, because I know you still got the couple in your head that you're thinking about when it comes to this example. Apply that same logic to Kanye West and Bianca Censori. We need to stop the cap in saying that it's only Kanye doing something here. He's the cult leader. He's the manipulator. He's the one that's doing the coercing here. And she's just the victim. Stop the bullshit.
Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Just wait and see, someday we'll all be free.
Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is gonna be a really short episode because I really don't give a damn about what Kanye West is doing in his personal life or what Bianca Censori is doing in their personal life for a couple of reasons. One, I just think that a lot of this is attention seeking, so the more attention we give it, the more they're gonna continue to do this crazy ish. These are two individuals who are absolutely motivated by the camera and eyes, and we are just we are feeding right into that toxicity. Two, who are we to say what somebody should be doing in their personal life with their married individuals? If two people have come together and decided that they want to live the way that these two are living, then F it. More power to you. The only downside is that one of them is one of the most famous individuals in the world, so every little thing he does has to be documented and sent out to us. Kanye is mentally unwell. Let's just start there, because I don't want it to seem like I got to cape on for Kanye. Do I love his music? I like The College Dropout. I like 808s. My Dark Twisted Fantasy was pretty good. I like Vultures. I don't really pay attention to the ish he does outside of his music because, like I said, one, I think that he is mentally unwell. Based off his tweets today, he said if you're around him, there's a use to you, and if you don't have a use, he gonna fire you. So imagine being the one person in the room that's like, yo, Kanye, I feel like I gotta say as your friend, you effing up right now. You acting kind of crazy. You gonna be going so damn quick. So I can understand that he's in a place now where individuals are not gonna come out and tell him the truth, which is you need some fucking help. You need somebody to sit down and I don't even know if talking is going to get you the same way. You need to go on a peyote trip or something like that. You need to do the whole stripping of ego so that you can reflect on some of the issues you've been saying that's been hurting people that aren't in your position, that can't move like a billionaire moves. So I want to start with that. The other thing that I wanted to say is that with the tweets that he dropped today, I am in no way of supporting this individual, right? Because he's basically come out and says that he's against Jews. He's against. He was really going off on Jewish people on this one. What else? Let me pull up the tweets here so I know exactly what it was. He said, if they're even still up. Let's see. This N-word that worked for me said he was uncomfortable with my wife's Grammy look. Fired and blocked. There's more people looking for work than there are people giving work, which is facts, right? There's definitely more individuals that are in need of some food, and who are than those who are giving out food. But this is what I was saying about the yes people, the people who are coming out and say, yo, Kanye, boy, like, I know you since blah, blah, blah. You not acting right. It's crazy what you just did, putting your wife in that position. Gone. Fuck Virgil. You only know things worse than effing money, effing for free. I pay N-words and bitches to laugh at my jokes. Never meet your heroes. I just tweeted everything I could. No, I want us to get to the real bad stuff because, oh, did he delete it? Where's the rest of it? Okay, let's just go off of what other people have reported here because I can't find the original tweets and I didn't figure I would. When I first saw them, I knew I should have taken a picture of them, but I figured, you know what? I'm not going to talk about this anyway. And then here we are talking about it. He said that he's never apologizing for his Jewish comments. His posts include dozens of comments about Jewish people and the Holocaust, including, I'm not reading that, but you can read that. Now what? I'm not reading that either. I love when Jewish people come to me and say they can't work with me anymore. It's my fave. I remember him also basically saying something like, black people be aware that, there are two types of people. There are white people who do not like black people, are not going to work with you. And then the white people that do work with you are Jewish people, but they're only using you to get back at white people. He was saying a bunch of stuff that made me go like, this is why you can't F with whatever he does personally. Now, granted, he came out and said some stuff about black people, as we remember when he came out and said that slavery was a choice, and, black people basically kept ourselves down, and, our mindset is it's all an illusion. Basically kind of the same tone deaf things Lil Wayne had said when he never had a bad experience with the police. The police have always been friendly to him, right? You get to a certain level of fame and you forget that you're black, and you need people like Jay-Z to tell you, yo, I don't care how rich you are, still an N-word. This is why Kanye needs help, and I can't wear a cape for Kanye. I agree with all of that, but here's the problem. I can also recognize the truth in a situation when it's not just one way. It seems like we're so quick not so quick. The media and people with influence want to shape a narrative, especially when it's a black person that's at the end of that narrative, and making him just the scapegoat for everything, all the behavior that's going on. Now, granted, clearly he's got a lot of power. He's the billionaire. He's the creative genius, as we've labeled him. I've seen some of that easy wear. I don't know what the hell we mean by creative genius, but besides the point, he has a lot of power. But that does not mean that every time we see his wife do something crazy, i.e. step out into public in see-through outfits, that she is just a victim to this man's power. And that is why I've got to talk about this ish today, because at some point we got to call Cap and say that she's a grown woman, and highly intellectual woman, a woman who's got a past before Kanye, known to do some things to get attention, and we're just going to erase all that because she just happened to get with a billionaire who's got a screw loose. So, why are we talking about this right now? Well, if for some reason you decided to drop off the face of the earth right now, you might have missed that Bianca and Kanye had attended the Grammys, because Kanye was nominated for Best Rap Song with one of his songs on Vultures. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of the good ones, though. It's one of the ones that I like. It's a good one to listen to in the gym. Anyway, Bianca and Kanye arrived on the red carpet. Bianca was in a black fur coat, nothing special about it, and they were walking down the red carpet, and they stop and they're taking photos. And at some point, it's being reported that the lip readers are saying Kanye turned to Bianca and basically said, "Make a scene." Everybody's interested in this dress that is really just her showing off her body, which let's also stop here and say that for all the attention this is getting, I hope that there's a little bit of love in that, and saying that she's got an amazing body. You can't hate on that body at all. I know some people are saying that he married her because she looks like Kim Kardashian. I personally don't see it. Kim's like, objectively, Kim is a gorgeous woman, and there's very few other individuals that you're going to be able to scoop up and compare to Kim. Bianca ain't the one. Body-wise, great body, but it ain't no Kim body. Face-wise, well, that's up for y'all to decide. We're not going to do that right here. I'm just saying that to say that she's got a bad body or that she looked terrible up on the red carpet, y'all tripping. She looked great up on that red carpet, but that's not the issue here. Kanye and Bianca ended up leaving the Grammys. Rumors immediately started circulating that they got kicked out because she had showed up naked, and then other rumors started to dissuade or counter that and say that no, he had voluntarily decided to leave because he had done what he wanted to do. Mind you, this is the first time Kanye's been at the Grammys for in the last 10 years, and then that's also the first time they've made their red carpet appearance, so probably the first time for her at the Grammys, period. And then afterwards, at the after party, there was a Grammy after party. She showed up again in another outfit that was basically see-through. But it's like, why is this surprising to anybody? Because isn't it her first time showing her titties or vagina? Literally, there's a video of her on a boat giving this man a head. Why is this such a shocking thing? Oh, because of the event that they're at. Why is it shocking when we know that Kanye likes to make a scene and he ain't been to this event for 10 damn years? Of course I'm coming here to make a statement. Every time I step on a stage, I'm trying to make a statement. I don't understand the surprised at Kanye wanting to make headlines, because here's the also truth. Kanye is going on 50 damn years old, right? Now, he had a hit with Vultures, and people still look to him for his fashion sense for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, I think Kanye's got the eternal clock ticking in his head, just like you look at a Drake, right? Drake's at the top of his game. He's only 37, 38, but now we're seeing the decline, right? Kanye West, I think, is afraid of being a nobody. I think outside the money, Kanye West likes the attention. He likes to be looked at as a God walking amongst men. Even with the Sunday service thing, obviously it's giving praise to God, but that is still being voiced through Kanye. He's still the one at the center of the stage that's leading the praise, or that's joining in the praise, or that's delivering the songs. All eyes on me. Even with the sexuality of what he's doing with his wife, right? I know there's rumors, or it might have been in a book or something, that he said that he's got a heavy sex addiction, and part of that sex addiction might be tied to voyeurism, right? And, you know, if you don't know what voyeurism, it's basically you enjoy being watched, or actually you enjoy watching is voyeurism, but he might be one of those individuals that enjoys people looking at his wife in a sexual way. It might turn him on for people to look at his wife in a way that's basically, yo, I wanna take that down, and him going either A, I got that, or B, he might take you to the back room and let you take that down. I don't know how far sexual addiction goes. The thing that's always interesting to me about this, though, is that we have these events and every narrative is framed the same. Kanye West did this. Kanye West made this happen. It's taken the agency away from Bianca, which I just find really fascinating. I understand that he's a billionaire, and I understand that he was the one, supposedly, allegedly, because we got to say allegedly nowadays, all things, that told her to drop the coat. But also, when they got up that morning and they went to their respective people who dressed them and designed them, sure, Kanye West might have had input, but she also agreed to put the damn thing on underneath the coat. She knew, too, what was underneath this coat and what would happen if the coat came down. I think that at some point we got to recognize that we got to stop treating women as children, because I still think we're stuck in this like old mindset of that women can't make decisions on their own, that women are simply there to be used and propped up by men. Like, even trying to say that Kanye West is in the control or is manipulating or has this power over this woman, to me demeans the woman, right? If you go back to what they said before she met Kanye, right? She was a girl that, you know what, let me actually pull up her actual history so we don't just pull some ish out of her ass. But I know that she went to good schools, she comes from money, and she was already into the party nightlife style. So she was already somebody who enjoyed being outside, making a scene. She was at all the big events. And also, she's not stupid. She's got an education. She ended up working for this man because he sent her a DM. She chose to go over there to work at this mega corporation. I know some of you were saying, who's going to turn down a Kanye West invite? But also, like, Kanye West didn't invite you through LinkedIn, dog. It was through your DM. So you already knew what this was. He wasn't looking at your resume when he was scrolling through your photos on IG. You know what photos you had up on your IG. You know what men are attracted to because you've been in this lifestyle. All right, so look, Bianca Censori, the Australian woman who married one of the most famous rappers in the world, makes headlines almost every day. Since wedding Kanye West in a private ceremony in December of 2022, she's been the center of attention largely due to her public stunts. She's even been banned for life from a Venice boat company, and this is the one I was talking about earlier, where she was, giving it down, gobbling, taking down the turkey on the boat. But I want to get into her background before we came to know her. What was she doing beforehand? So, growing up in the Melbourne suburb of Ivanhoe, Bianca scored good grades and was known for partying. She attended posh Carey Baptist Grammar School, graduating in 2012. She later attained a master's in architecture and worked for West's company Yeezy as a designer. A source told the Daily Mail that she was known to be stylish, smart, and a social butterfly. She was a party girl after high school. She never missed all the big social events like nightclubbing or going to the spring racing carnival. And then they get into how they met, which is Kanye sending her a DM. Kanye West could be an incredibly charismatic individual. I don't know him for shit, so I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just saying he could be an individual that could charm the most intellectual of people. On the other hand, I want us to recognize the culture that we've created so far. There is a reason why individuals on the internet, women mainly, can have an interest in something, like let's say cooking, and post those videos up every day, and after 3 years have 20,000 views in totality. Versus a woman could, pick up cooking and twerk in it and have 1.2 million views at the end of her first year, right? One of them's getting all the attention, and what comes with the attention, money, sponsorship, things like that, fame, for doing something that allows their body to be used sexually, right? Because at the end of the day, we've created an ecosystem where sexuality sells. It's always been there, but now it's just so easy to monetize it, right? Which is why we see the rise of OnlyFans. This is why we see the rise of women who are coming out publicly saying, I'm going to screw 100 men. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to go on and screw 1,000 men and have no shame in their game. Because what? It comes with attention. It comes with money. It comes with tangible benefits. So if we've created a world now where women are making money based off using their bodies, which I have no problem with. I think it's perfectly respectable. And honestly, if you're going to get paid to do something as easy as selling photos of yourself, like, why the hell wouldn't you? I think most men are probably just because they can't do something that easy. I can't wake up on a Tuesday and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and drop these titties off on a page somewhere, make $40,000. You know what I'm saying? I can't be a Bad Bunny, hop on a page, not even really show off that crazy of stuff and make millions. We're talking about $50 million on a website. Not gonna happen. But if we created this ecosystem where sex sells, and I'm an individual like a Bianca who's grown up in a really nice lifestyle and may want to continue this lifestyle, but I'm missing one of the key components, which is fame, that I can get from an individual who is notorious for turning women that we don't know into famous women, then I might put up with some things to obtain my goal, which is what I was saying in the very beginning, right? Two individuals could come together and you know that they bring out the absolute worst in each other. Kanye West, his mental slide does not seem to be in good hands with an individual like Bianca, who we don't know her, but from what we're seeing is an enabler. I'm allowing you to get away with these things. You have a vision for me. Okay, I'm going to do it. You think we should be on the back of a boat getting it rocking for everybody to take photos of? Okay, I'm going to do it. A yes person. Doesn't seem like it's good for somebody who's on the line of crazy, which is what they say about geniuses anyway, right? They're always towing that line of slipping into crazy. And then on the other hand, you have somebody like Bianca who could get manipulated into doing these things that maybe she wouldn't have done before. We don't know what she was like when she was a child. You tell me that somebody in high school and college was a party person, then I'm going to believe that a lot of these things that we're seeing right now line up with her personality. But hey, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and agree with you and say maybe she wasn't like this. Maybe she's been a clean-cut girl who's always worn clothes that cover everything up. Whatever. I don't know what kind of party girls you were with, but okay, fine. Let's say that's true. But now she gets in a position where it's like, okay, if I do what this person says, if I do put myself out there where there is nothing left of me to keep private and everybody can see the most intimate bits of me, then at the end of this, I may have what I've wanted, which is celebrity, fame, and attention. Then I might put up with it. And to make matters even, more interesting to me, I'm a smart individual. I've seen what happened to Kim and Amber and Julia Fox and how some of them have pivoted and taken what fame he's given them to make a long-lasting, highly lucrative career, and then other individuals who kind of didn't capitalize on the moment and have been like middle of the road, kind of disappeared into the cracks. So if I'm going to model off of those that are successful, what have I paid attention to? What have I seen that works? Well, one, when I play the game. And what is the game? Well, the game is really interesting when you look at Bianca, right? Because she's not playing it like anybody else. And this is all speculative because, again, I don't know what's in her mind. This is just what I'm looking at. If I'm playing the game, though, with Kanye West, and he's got me doing things that are questionable, that I know my family would deem questionable, that I know that one day I'm going to have to look back and answer to, then I want to make sure that every time you see me playing this game, I don't look like I'm enjoying that I'm playing the game. Because why? Because when this ends, and I think a lot of people are betting that this will eventually end for whatever reason. I hope. I'm not going to pray for anybody's marriage to fall apart unless there's a good reason for it too. But when it does, I want to come out looking like everything that I did was against my will. I don't want anything to be held against me that could damage my chance to turn this whole whirlwind thing, this chance of turning my billionaire romance into my own solo career. Well, I don't want to come out looking like I was a bad guy, or that I enjoyed that, because then it's going to make it a lot harder. I'm just going to be labeled like the hoe, the slut, the whatever and it's going to be the end of me, and I'm going to become one of those middling people off to the side, right? Again, I'm not putting those names in. I'm just saying that would be the narrative if she would have come out and say, like, no, I think she has come out and said that she's completely fine, but whatever. People are still going, this is Kanye West's fault. Girl, run. You're in trouble. You don't even see that you're in trouble. Completely removing the agency from this girl and what may be her actual decisions. Even in what I'm doing, I'm removing a little bit of the agency because I'm saying that she's doing this for the long run of when I separate, I'm going to write a book, I'm going to have a TV deal, I'm going to go on tour, basically exposing how he treated me and like, oh, woe is me, and give me the money because I'm something to be pitied and to be loved and to be raised up, and shame on the black rapper. However, could also be something in the middle, which is what I feel like most people ignore, which is maybe she truthfully does love this man and is happy to do these things. Maybe this aligns with her personality. Again, two toxic people could come together and do things that make us go, why the hell are y'all still in a relationship together? But they're both getting something out of it. Kanye West gets the power and he gets the muse, the perfect muse, and she gets the fame and to be the muse that she wanted to be from the entire time. Who knows? Maybe she's always wanted to walk around the red carpet butt-ass naked. She grew these titties. She's like, these are great titties. I want to show my titties. It's just interesting to me that everybody is so quick to just assign this narrative of everybody blame Kanye. This is Kanye West's fault. Why is it Kanye West's fault, right? The mental thing. Okay, but we already knew that about Kanye. She already knew that about Kanye. Why is she still doing these same things? And, then some people are going to go, well, because she's been manipulated and she doesn't understand. Okay, so we're just going to remove the complete intelligence and agency of this girl who's got her master's degree, who went to good schools, and pretend like she's just a dumbass. She's just a dumbass from Idaho who came off the train. He picked her up, and then he was like, I'm going to show you the world because you ain't never seen it before. She's from Australia and Italy, apparently. I don't know. Apparently her family's got a dark past with crime and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is this ain't just nobody in terms of, like, you can't just say anything to her. She's coming from a good place. She's seen some things, and she's probably got a good mind on her. She can play the game just as well. Y'all better go watch Cruel Intentions with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Y'all better see how that girl moves, bro. Stop letting these girls fool you and just being like, oh, woe is her. Oh, my God, girl, do you need help? Do you need to be rescued? No! I don't hope this isn't coming off like me saying that we should excuse Kanye West for telling this girl to drop that and make a scene, because it's a little weird to me that you'd want everybody to see your woman exposed like that. I personally don't agree with it, but I'm not going to judge you if that's how you both get down. And then I'm not also going to assume that only one of you gets down like that, because again, if she's already been in this nightlife style like this, then she might love this. This might be exactly what she wants. Also, why do we keep ignoring these other photos that be coming out when she be outside smiling and laughing and giggling with this man? She be looking like she having a good ass time. So we're just going to say that that's a front too? That's because she's being manipulated? So everything she does is because of Kanye. Every smile, every giggle, every fart is because Kanye deemed it to be so. I'm really about done with this, because I just think that these two together is just, like I said, one of those couples that just make you go like, please get the F away from me. Hey, prayers to them. I hope their relationship is long lasting and strong. But I also I really, I want y'all to keep an eye out, right? Because 10 years from now, like I said, when things go what people are betting on, we put money down right now and things go the way that we think it's going to go. And that book comes out and she talking about like, yo, he forced me to do this, and when y'all wasn't looking, I was in the closet, and I had bondages on, and I didn't want to really make out with 5 different women. I thought that was terrible. I really didn't want to be on the yachts like that. I don't even like yachts like that. I wanted to be in the countryside with goats and chickens and pigs, but I loved it. When that shit comes out, I want y'all to look at this video. I want y'all to come back to this video and look at what I said. She ain't dumb. She comes from a good family. She done seen the world. She may possibly be choosing this lifestyle and happy with it. Now, the question is that okay? That's really the question. That's what really people need to get to the answer bottom of. Are y'all judging Kanye because it's against your morals, right? It goes back to the whole abortion thing. Individuals can go in their own family and be like, right here, we don't do abortions. Everything that is put into you comes out of you. But also, when I look at my neighbor's yard, I want that same rule to apply to you. It shouldn't, but that's how I feel. So if that's the case, could it be that y'all looking at an individual like Kanye and Bianca and going like, well, I personally wouldn't want my titties out for the world to see. I wouldn't want y'all to look at my hairy vagina. So if that's the case for me, she must be doing it against her will. He must be using her. He must be abusing her. She's in a cult. Somebody save her. Could it be that? Maybe that's why people are so upset. I don't know. Somebody else is going to have to tell me the answer. If y'all got more information, drop it in the comments below and let me know what I'm missing here. But personally, from what I'm seeing, and this is the final time I'm going to say it, it's two toxic people who have come together and are both getting something out of it, so they refuse to leave the relationship. And we will only be able to tell what that thing is when this is all said and done. Not that I'm praying for it, because two people have come together in holy matrimony, and who am I to say to tear apart what God has blessed, if it's a real marriage, because nobody saw the marriage, so who even knows if that was real or not. This just might be a brilliant business deal. Great body, though. Great body. I'm done, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this episode on Stand On Business. I'm sorry that it was some BS. Ain't nothing going on in the world right now. So here we are talking about some just absolute Mia Khalifa BS. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Check out some of the other videos. Remember, you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, and you'll be looking a lot like old girl Bianca on a red carpet with your titties out. No, she's taking a stand. Actually, no, she embodies stand on business. Well done, Bianca. She stood on something. She stood on these titties. And all y'all can do is either laugh, jeer, or applaud. Hey, but she getting to it, so.
About that little wager of yours. Count me in.
What are the terms?
If I win, then that hot little car of yours is mine.
And if I win?
I'll give you something you've been obsessing about ever since our parents got married.
Be more specific.
In English, I'll fuck your brains out.